Hello Capricorn and welcome to Soul Sundays. Capricorn, it's a quick 3-card spread, 3 cards from the tarot, 1 for your romantic energy for the week ahead, 1 for your health and 1 for your wealth. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Capricorn. Please show me what they need to hear and what they want to hear for the week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Can I please have 3 cards? What are the most important energies and messages for Capricorn this week beginning the 19th of July 2020? Oh, almost Capricorn. How are you doing, my loves? How are you doing? That's just the 10 of Cups there, by the way. It's too many. It's not a popper. It's just my poor shuffling. Interesting energy we have coming up this week. So we have a new moon in the sign of Cancer. And what this means is that it's on the 20th, by the way. This new moon is all focused on, are you ready for it? Our committed partnerships. So if you're in a committed partnership, the energy around this new moon is about taking that committed partnership to the next level, about potentially committing to each other, about getting engaged, about having babies, you name it, that next level of commitment, whatever that looks like for you. It's interesting because I've been talking to you about love in your readings for the last couple of weeks. If I remember, it was like, don't fear this connection, forgive and move forward in love lessons. And this week for you, the astrology is actually in that area. It's in Cancer, in your house of true love, of committed partnerships. And we're not talking about sexy time, we're talking about long-term stable partnerships. So for those that are looking for love and that are open to love, you could be meeting someone new this week or in the next 2 weeks, because new moons initiate energy for the next 2 weeks. Or you could have someone who's coming back in that potentially broke your heart, Capricorn, because I have the 3 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why it is, but with your sign, I always look at the bottom of the deck. Maybe that's because I'm a Capricorn and I love you and I try and give you extra bonuses. I love all signs for cross watchers. Don't be jelly. But no, in particular, I see there was something that you went through last week with someone that you were emotionally close to, that you were building a connection with, that hurt you. I have the 3 of Swords, whether they intentionally meant to or not. But I see that they could come rushing back in this week, Capricorn, because why wouldn't they? You're amazing. You start off this week with the 2 of Pentacles. So this speaks about juggling, right? Now, Capricorn, you are one of the most underrated signs of the zodiac. You are generally typically quite wise beyond your years, sophisticated. You can come across as being quite cold. Like, people might look at you from afar and feel like, oh wow, she's a real cold bitch, or he's a real, like, he's stuck up, or, you know, or it goes the flip side and they go, wow, that person's really reclusive and, mysterious. And so I want to get to know them. And the reason for that is because you don't let people in until you choose to let people in. This is not a bad thing. Sometimes, however, it can push people away and they can think, well, you're not really that into me. For some of you, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do have the Father of Swords here, so that's the King of Swords. This could be the person that broke your heart. But if I dig a bit deeper, I also have the Queen of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This could be the person that came in and broke your heart and you then cut out, Capricorn. Now, I talked about this a lot in your previous videos. If you haven't seen them, I'll put links at the end and you can watch them and see the energy that's moving and flowing. But essentially, when you get a whiff of something that isn't right, you cut it out of your life, Capricorn. It's one of your most valued traits and also one of your most scary traits, because people who try and come into your life romantically understand very quickly that it's like, hey, this person is not playing with me. I can see their value. And you're like, yeah, if you don't step up, you're out. So moving into this week, you have the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you could have someone coming back in, and I'll show you why I think that. Someone coming back in and saying, you know what, Capricorn, I was wrong. I made a mistake. Will you forgive me? I want you in my life. And you might just be there going, I don't know that I do. Let me think about that. Not sure. It's because the 2 of Pentacles speaks about juggling 2 things, juggling your worth, juggling a relationship. It can speak about 2 partners coming in, and I do have two court cards on the table for you, Capricorn. I have a younger air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who is watching you like a hawk, fantasizing about you, wants to come in, like just totally all about the sexual thing with you. And then I have someone who's either your age or older, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, wanting to come in and apologize and give you their cup of love and go, you know what, I was wrong and I really want you in my life. You, Capricorn, could be there going, I'm just going to see how this plays out because I don't essentially trust you after what you did. And this is that water sign here, by the way. They're leveling up in maturity. They're coming back and going, head between tails type thing. Like, I realized I messed up. Please take my cup of love, Capricorn, please. I miss you. But you could be very cautious. You could be kind of like, I don't know, like you flipped out on me so quickly. You came in, then you're leaving again, or you've done this to me before. We've been down this path. And there's this new, very hot, very sexual person around you that's coming in going, actually, I've had my eye on you, Capricorn, for a little while, and it's my turn. It's my turn. I'm ready to level up. So definite choices here, Capricorn. And like I said, you've got that energy from the astrology, not just the cards, in your 7th house of marriage, of committed partnerships. One or both of these people could be seeing your value, could be seeing your true worth and wanting to commit to you, Capricorn. And the truth is, who are you going to choose? Who are you going to pick? That's entirely up to you. And more power to you, Capricorn, because if you are going through this situation, then I give you much respect. There's no rush, right? Whatever's meant for you is not going to leave you. If someone is coming back in with their cup, it's up to you whether you open that door. The thing that is the most important message for you about your love life this week is you deserve love. You are lovable, whatever that looks like and means to you. If this young, very attractive person is coming in and offering you, something very sexual and it's just that spur of the moment and you want to go there, then go there. You deserve to have that affection. You deserve to have that physical touch, that intimacy. There is nothing wrong with that, whether you're male or female. Do whatever makes your heart sing. If your heart, however, is still with the person that broke it and you're still pining after this water sign, then go for the water sign. It's entirely up to you. Either which way, whichever which way it goes for you. And I do see you juggling here, Capricorn. I do see you weighing up the options going, I'm not really sure. My advice would be don't make the decision this week. Just stick with it, okay? Just stick with it and see how it plays out. Because if these two people are really chasing you, one's a younger energy, but doesn't mean that they're any less incredible, and one's an older energy in terms of maturity and also age, then, why not entertain both? Perhaps don't be sleeping with both. That's probably not a very great way to treat it, but why not entertain both and see where it goes and be like, you know what? Yes, I think you're pretty amazing too. You're pretty hot and sexual. Let's see where this goes. You know what? Sure, I accept your apology. I'm not okay with how you handled the situation, but I want to see where it goes. What have you got? And then leave it up to them, right? It's going to be very interesting to see how this pans out for you, Capricorn, my dear Capricorns. And this is obviously a very specific reading that I'm doing about love coming through. It could be for you in terms of your career. But again, I don't like to make shit up, and I don't have career here. I have swords, I have cups of love, I have mental energy, I have heartbreak, I have stuff that's all speaking about love. You could still be juggling your commitments when it comes to whatever it is that you do for a crust in the world and also what your hobby is. And there could be people around you helping, but truthfully, I see this in love. If you're already in a committed partnership, then I see it more that your partner has deceived you in some way and now they're trying to apologize and probably do it through sex. I'm so sorry I don't take the rubbish out, but I'll give you head for the next week if you just let me back into the bed. Something like that, something of a real sexual nature. Steamy, Capricorns. Your health message for this week is change physicians. So if you've been seeing the same same doctor, right, and you're going to them and you just feel like you're banging your head against the brick wall and your blood test results are the same and something's wrong within your body and you're not getting the answers that you need, change. Go see someone else, okay? You only have one life. It's your health. It's your most precious commodity. You can't get it back once it's gone. So it's up to you to take responsibility and keep changing until you find someone who's going to give you the answers that you need. And your wealth message for this week speaks about being responsible for our own thoughts, right? Thoughts become things, and it's so powerful. If you are wanting to draw in love, Capricorn, and take advantage of this energy, this new moon, then I suggest you do a new moon manifestation, journal out and give gratitude for everything that has been a challenge for you for the past 2.5 years, because that's been the Cancer Capricorn eclipse cycles. Journal out and give gratitude for everything that's been a blessing. Burn those 2 letters and then sit down and write out what you want to manifest when it comes into the next 6 months for you. Be really specific, but don't put names against it, because if you put names against it, then you'll draw that to you, but that might not necessarily be the right thing. Be specific, as in, like, let's say you wanted to move house and you wanted to move house into a 3-bedroom home and you want it to be in the countryside and you wanted to see an apple orchard or whatever it may be. Be specific, write that down, but don't necessarily write down the suburb. Do you get what I'm saying? And if it's to do with love, be specific and write down the characteristics you want them to have, maybe even how they look physically, but don't write a person's name, because often we get attached to a certain energy or vibration, but it might not be the right one for us, okay? And my Capricorn, you have options. So thoughts become things when it comes to wealth. And it says, when you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact. Your value to those around you hinges upon only one thing, your personal alignment with Source. Whew, deep, Capricorn. And the only thing you have to give to another is an example of that alignment, which others may observe, then desire, then work hard to achieve, but you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for the thoughts they think, and the thoughts they choose as their objects of attention. So the message of this is, you know, when you see people that have the things that you want, like let's say you see a couple that are in happy marriage and you want a marriage and commitment and you're like, yes, I really want that. Typically, when we start to notice those things, it's because the universe is telling us that the vibrational alignment is coming closer. Like it's coming to you, you're getting closer. That's a tip, by the way. But if you sit there and go, oh, I'm never going to have that, it's never going to be mine, then what are you putting out there to the universe? You're blocking all those signs that they're trying to give you, that this energy is around you now, it's coming in. If that's what you truly want, then your invitation here is to be like, oh, I can't wait until I get married. I'm going to have the best husband and we're just going to have the best sex and we're going to have the best committed relationship and it's going to be amazing. Or I'm going to have the best wife, or whatever it pertains to you, right? If you really want to have your own business and you're jealous of people that have their own business and it's coming up, then you're pushing that away. But if you really want to have your own business and you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people that have their own business, then that thought is, oh, I can't wait until my business is that successful, or I can't wait till my business is even more successful than theirs, because that's what I'm going for, right? The more you say that thought, and you can do that through writing, free text writing, you can do that through journaling, you can do it in your meditation. The more you hold that thought, the closer it comes to manifesting in reality, because your thoughts become things. All right, my love, that was an incredible reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. Write in the description bar below. I want to hear about all of your personal stories and how it relates to you. I wish you much love and light, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.